I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
The Black Stars of Ghana and the Lesau of Chad Ebebo da enkomo ho yebedini nyina ewa afidikase so Michael Kwabena Ponsan Essien edi nkomo na nkomodie mu no Ghana ne Chad match so wakansem kakra edi afa ho opeso okohwe Ghana ye ne Chad match na kwan ben so kra na befa enya o tickets emu nkomo nchiremu ekutame bra the icing on the cake ebe Ghana e group a ewum na afen so sene no ma ekono emu ya yeden pa entinyame atoma yese Friday de itimichide to me against Lesau of Chad ewo Accra Sports Stadium. As na me konsemu di munchemu di ama no e foforo ewo platform we so a pepa chobomodi anso be subscribe to channel no post notification bell no umi anso na dey at all like a video no na share to other social media platforms so bomodi anso be drop you decent comment for special shout out after my presentation. Nyame atomo so e ne ye send ginemu ewo Accra Sports Stadium e open to the public dey be cause bia no ye de be bro senka uyo to ado a kwan ben so na befa ama Ghana ya se chat anase onsompo ka akopiem Accra Sports Stadium ne pre-match conference ase a question ben pa na de betu otuajo anim ne nyina no betime de atom mekwa mebusa e de amount. Ladies and gentlemen, mensha see from Michael Kwabena Ponsan Essien wadi nkomo kakra endra e was Sports FM na kese me de brown tem enso nendra ma break kakra ne no ma bibra mebo adwuma o Manot TV Sports ne Sports Fellas unti eya na odi acheme na ne nkomo nchiremu nini okasa ye edify Black Stars mu no so ohuni se ye betimi awi ni trophy dan koma bia. Aside that Ghana ye ne Chad match no ohopi se bedi nkunim na obi wo ha na okasa Ghana kra ni Sudan e boy ye ntimi anhyew ye ni Niger boy ye ntimi ansan anhyew mo sesa no ma eye kra na ochi. Aside that ofi Black Stars kra no players bi e ba midfield hop obajima bedudin obantoni anandin ene nkomo bebre esan bo ba ya odi tudwa ena oside be tudwa se Black Stars coaching jaba na besusu se ono to ado na beba no se no kre yes GF phone paying for ni di nkomo ono to ado so edi nkomo pass no hone se nyade a wadu san pempempe so na se obetimi abeje Black Stars adwuma no etimi asan ye owie kra ena ose 2014 World Cup bura e course so lale mutai muspaka nkomo e course nyina so na oho ni nyina ebi yesre ebi nso de no very eager or cheche na adwemu yenko ne hwe sa video we nyina esia na de aka no me de ato aso from the Black Stars of Ghana's camp ahead of Nyame Atomo China game on the chat ebebo no.
I say okay, whatever you are doing now, make sure you give your best. They might sort you, blah blah along the line. A few years later, you'll be one of them.
Who do you think filled your shoes when you left the Black Stars? Between Antoniana and Ajman Bedu?
I think they both did well. I've known Anthony since secondary school days. You know, Ajingo came in. I think they both, did their best, and they both represent the nation as they're supposed to.
Do you see Black Stars winning any trophy anytime soon?
I think so. It just have to happen. When is that going to happen? I don't know, but I'm sure it'll happen at some point.
Because the last time we won an African Cup, it was 1982. You were not born then.
That was a long time.
You were not born then, 1982.
That was a long time. Yeah. We'll get there.
We'll get someday.
I believe. I believe we'll get there.
With the crop of players we have now, you think that because you see, one of the things a lot of people really do sometimes is they do a lot of comparisons, player for player, strength for strength, talent for talent, and everybody still feels that your squad will be difficult to get again.
I know what you mean, but that's why I hate comparisons, because everyone is different and everyone have their way of playing football. So for me, it makes no sense in a way. You have to compare, someone to, you have to compare people. But as you said, people just, I don't know, maybe it's boredom or something. They just, or they just want to have a talk. But I mean, these things are always going to be there. But they just have to, keep supporting the team, because I think there's a time that the Black Stars need the nation support more than anything else. So I think they should be behind the team and support them and and stay positive and hopefully.
You think we can dismiss Chad on Friday?
Yes, we can, but we need to prepare ourselves because, and sometimes I hate when people say, Black Star couldn't beat Sudan, Black Star couldn't beat Libya. That's so disrespectful because you have to respect your opponent, and you've been in the game, you know the game. The underdogs, when they are going to play against the kind of the favorite, they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So they give their best. It's up to you, the favorite one, you know, to overcome that. Because if they lose, okay, they know they're going to lose.
Yeah.
But if they win, it's a big thing. So, yeah.
What do you think that countries like Morocco are doing so well that we are not?
I don't know. Maybe because of the way they are treating the players, or maybe how the players are performing in their various clubs and stuff like that. Because that's really, that plays a big role in when you come to the national team. You know, so maybe they are. I don't know what they are doing, but maybe they are doing something good, and you know, monitoring their players and checking up on them, because nowadays football is all about stats and stuff like that, and see how they are doing, and you know, physically, technically, and everything. So yeah.
Did you get a lot of support during your time with the national team from, like, you know, the FA, the government? Did you get a lot of support? Especially during times when you got injured.
That's what I said. I'm not the type that will come and complain. You know, they could have done better, but I mean, it's what it is. I look back, I don't regret anything. You know, at some point I have to take decision for myself, which a lot of people, you know, the nation or the fans, they really understand, but. At the end of the day, life goes on. I've moved on, and so I'm not going to sit here and complain and point fingers, and you know.
Sometimes we you know, you hear a lot of people and some comments that comes like the way we treat our players. You know, one very big legend was speaking to me last week, and he said to me that almost every captain that leaves the Black Stars leaves out of bitterness, or some good players in the Black Stars leave out of bitterness, and things that have happened to them in the national team. I mean, he gave me an example of Abedi Pele leaving in 1998 out of bitterness. You know, even with our captain, Baby Jet, also leaving out of bitterness. If you listen to how Dede Ayew is also going through out of bitterness, you know, and at a point Sule Muntari also left the Black Stars out of bitterness, you know. So there's a lot of, most of our players, you think that the way we treat our players is the best way? Because you have been at the receiving end of the treatment, so you'll be able to tell.
Yes, but you know, as I said earlier, I always find a way to think positive, to take positive side of every situation, and everyone is different. Yeah, maybe the way they treat them is not good, but you don't. For me, I will not look back and say, you know, I left with bitterness in me. But everyone is different, and also sometimes. I think also sometimes a lot comes from the fans. The way they talk about the players and stuff like that, and even then they start rumors, and this one is not nice with this one don't like this one. Then it goes to this players' heads, it feeds their egos, and then they start, you know, parting ways with each other, which is not good, because I mean, there's always a way that you can sit and talk with your teammate. When I joined the Blast, I had that with Tornado. He was our captain, and people start, you know, saying all these sort of rumors between me and him. But we call each other on the phone and we talk about it. And we have the same guys that will talk behind us. this same guy would talk behind me, and he would go to Stephen and say the same thing. So I'll just pick up the phone, call him up, and say, "Hey, this is what this guy said," and he came to say the same thing. So this, but but others, it will feed their egos, and then they start, like, okay, I thought he's my friend. Then they start distancing themselves from each other, which I think is wrong. But it's.
You've been following our football and our league as well. Do you?
And, they can do better, but it's what it is. I go better. I came back playing, and unfortunately, I missed the 2010 World Cup through that. But
were you hurt that you missed the 2010 World Cup?
I was not hurt. I was just sad. First time the World Cup is coming to Africa, and
you're not there,
and I'm not there. So
you think that if you were, because you were in that squad in 2006, you think that if you were in 2010 in that squad in 2010 in the World Cup, we got to the quarterfinals, you think we'd have done much better with your presence in the team?
I don't know.
But it's possible.
I don't know. Maybe it's possible, but the fact that I was not there was what made me sad. But it's what it is.
But you were in 2014 in Brazil.
Yes.
You were there when the slapping happened. You were there when the slapping happened, right? Now you know at some point, some people also mentioned your name in that slapping episode.
Yeah, I don't know why. My name came up.
No, they say you are like you stay behind. You're not the one who creates the problem, but you create a small problem, and then
I didn't create anything. I was at that meeting. Trust me, at that meeting, I was like, I'm fed up. We're having the same meeting over and over again, so I'm not going. So I didn't go. At the beginning of the meeting, I was in my room, and then I remember it was the day and Ajiman Bedu, who came to come and said, Michael, come, because I think at the time I was the only senior player, one of the senior players in the. So I went, and this whole thing happened, and I was like, I was still sitting there. I couldn't move because I was numb. I didn't know what was going on. Like, But it's funny. I was the only one who could stop Sule.
Yeah.
Who could stop him? Who could calm him down?
That's why people mentioned your name.
But that's very stupid. But me trying to play the
Yeah, they said you could have stopped Sule, but you didn't stop him.
Stop him from doing what?
I mean, when the exchanges were going on, you could have stopped him.
Yeah, but come on, they are men. They are men. You can, you can, find a way to talk to a young boy instead of trying to, exchange words. Because that will flare up the situation, and that's what happened. But I was the person who calmed him down.
And after that, the team never remained the same.
I guess.
And was that your last tournament for the Black Stars?
Yes.
It was. All over the years, the things that you have learned from the Black Stars, if one day you have the chance, how would you handle it? Differently from what happened in the past? Because of your experience?
I have to, be my own strategy of, running things and solving problems or situations. That
is going to be a different approach.
Yeah.
Michael, I'm sure we'll be moving downstairs in a minute. Or
in the Essien
Milan,
it was a great moment.
Did you at some point, because again, some of the things that we had, did you refuse a call to the Black Stars as assistant coach?
I wouldn't say I refused, but I thought I was not ready at the time. And yes, I had a call, I had a contact with Otto. I spoke to the president and stuff like that. But I thought I was not ready. I was not ready at the time. So yeah, that's what I said. And yeah.
Are we going to see you one day as head coach of the Black Stars?
Probably not.
Why not?
I don't know. Cause, I mean, as I said, I'm not thinking about being a head coach at any time. But you know, maybe
in a couple of years.
As the year goes by, maybe things will change. Because when you ask me if when I was playing, I will finish and be to go into coaching. I didn't. When I was playing, I didn't think I would even be interested in doing that. But you know, over the years, I realized that's what I've done. I've done my whole life, so I have to educate myself in the coaching side of the game and really getting the chance to go to FC Norgeland, thanks to Tom Werner, who played a huge part, and also a big thank to Fleming Pedersen, who was the head coach there at the time. And also, what Right to Dream are giving the young ones is something great. So yeah, that kind of touched me, and I said, okay, yeah, I will come, because Tom told me, come and train with the boys, and see how. After 2 months, I said, Tom, forget it. I said, forget it. No. I'm done.
You are done.
I'm done. So yeah. So we laugh about it, and then I joined the coaching staff. And
so what's actually your role in that team?
Metwaso with the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana's camp. Nyame atoma ene cinema kano. Your final training session at Besha so Accra Sports Stadium. Good news, and it's a player be a fully fit OJ app for Nyame atoma China gamer in the style of chart ebebono. Pre-match conference ebekosu biano med bebro ewa efidikasi so. Na wo pese wunya tickets ne be ma catch say yi tickets in Charles Mufa say nya de be adwuma. Into this time around Ghana versus Chad, designated outlets for ticket sales any media organizations multimedia Atinka, Despite Media, SYZ Media, and other outlets Stadium Shell into Shell Stadium in Chenwana, Sabitia Sanka, Sanso and Ministries, Post Office, and also Sabitia Sanka, 4 courts of Asumdue Park, into Asumdue Park, and 4 courts on Sabitia Sankabi, and Access Bank Car Park, also on Sabitia Sankabi. Timo pay tickets nebi atono. Nyame atoma monko piem wo sa ho nyina na mo sentimi sanka modie ti eno any latest if it tickets mo eba na me de bewie ewo group kan group e wo ayedini o enye bete nyame atoma Monday country no mbebo Madagascar wo matimi asan ache o ma ba ko Central African Republic ye no mo ball na anu ada Kumasi na etwifa ebo e show mo 4-3 by 4-1 ewo Central African Republic for a home na so far table no enye bete kra eneda o screens ne so no Madagascar ebehwe dikan with 5 matches 10 points. Comoros efi first abedi second with 9 points 4 matches and almost 9 p.m. Wambebomo de efi ho against Mali. Sanso and Ghana yenso abedi third say efi second about third 9 points yewinia yebeko yanim and Mali etoso fourth with 5 points. Central African Republic 4 points etoso fifth. Chad omadane Hwepen Boys ewo group anymore. Almost any point be about 4 matches. Nyame atoma Friday 7 p.m. Ghana time and omni the Birmingham time so ewo Accra Sports Stadium. The beko so bia no se na de bia me yema no e be page Accra Sports Stadium e de abesi wo bobo ano. Be bia wo hwe fi bia no be say wo fie so Accra Sports Stadium e na e da screen so wo hwe no. Mano TV Sports channel so ni ena mede ubesi Emmanuel Kwame Esedu Tamachi Dominic Edizane tam down no menkomuna me ma shout out na kakra ahiamo Emmanuel Nyankopon inshallah Francis Uyafe nyame inshallah da chene Nyankopon nya okese Joseph Amanin onso Nyankopon nya okese Sule Shitu Godfred Komi Mate onso Nyankopon nya okese ena Godfred Aniwasim okay Atoya onso the comments about Lemba Wahab Martin Yabowa and mo amaka two better meton catch on social Yankopon Enshao, Mr. Bronzy, Edward Papason, Kobe, so pepe comments edia to Musapa, Amanda Ofusua, and the Mam Kakaho, Yankopon, and Yamokesi. Until we meet again on this platform, it's bye for now.